Hello and welcome back to the shed. In today's video I'm going to show you how to correct the wayward saw when ripping down a board. Hope you enjoy. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but here's the line. And I've been sawing and you can see that it's slowly going away from it. If you're only off a little bit like this and you've got some distance to go, I just wanted to show you how you can correct it. So as you're sawing through like this, you can actually flex the saw blade across. So I'm flexing it across this way a little bit, but as I'm sawing, I'm twisting the handle back here. I'm sort of pulling it across, but I'm also twisting this plate a little bit, and I'm putting more pressure at the bottom than the top, and that actually helps to guide the saw in the direction you want. If we look in here now, you can see where we were further apart from it just here, and down here we're almost right back on top of that line. And that's just from a little bit of corrective sawing as you're running down your line. So now what I'm going to do is move up to the top here where we can see there's your line just here. This distance here is only about maybe 2 millimeters off the line, and down here we're about 4 or 5. So what I want to show you is how you would go about correcting that if you weren't able to just twist it and do the last method. This is the second method, and the method that I tend to use the most if you waver too far within your cut. What we do here is you come back to the top where you're not too far from your line. Now in this case it's almost the top of the block, so I'm just going to be down a little bit from it. And what you do is you're pushing your finger across on the bottom just by your tooth line, so you're pushing it towards the line that you want to go to, putting the weight here, and you're nibbling, so you're using just the side, the set. That's the splay in your saw tooth, so you're using the outside of the saw tooth to help bring your saw back across. So now you can see here, if we look here, there's sort of a little shelf, and there's our line. We're right next to the line again with that little shelf there. So once you've got that little shelf, you can actually get your saw in there. And you've got to kind of keep your pressure here until you get back down to where you were sawing before. So what I'm doing on this side is just pinching and following down the piece with the saw just to keep that pressure where I want it. And then you can see the clear difference to where I was sawing and where we were, and then our line here. So as you can see there's a couple of different ways in which you can correct the wayward saw when you're rip cutting down a board. And some of that can be to do with the saw, but most of it tends to be technique. But with a little know-how, as you can see, it's not that difficult to correct it and bring your saw back onto the line so you're not wasting as much material. So it's a great saver in costs if you can keep to your line. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more woodworking techniques like this, please check out the playlist down here. And if you would like to support me a little bit further, please consider checking me out on Patreon. Bye for now.